What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Legal Effects back at it again with another video, another weekly market outlook. So this week it is January 22nd, 2023, and this is what we're gonna be looking for throughout the week. So I'm gonna go over last week's trades, and give you guys the breakdowns on those, and then I'm also going to be showing you guys what I'm expecting for the week. Right. So here is US 30. So last week we were here. And then I was telling you guys that we were at this negative 27, and then we had broke this little structure low, this minor structure, and we had an impulse and we had a correction. And I said if we break beneath these lows, then we could look potentially sell down here. And this is what I had to note: scale in on sell opportunities to get the break and the retest. So you can see if I hide this, this is the ghost pattern that I gave you guys on Monday, because last Monday was Martin Luther King day. So we had this push down. So price pushed down from here, eventually pushed down 300 points. So as you can see here, I took this sell opportunity and I caught 215 points on that. I closed it pretty early, but that's okay. Price eventually then shot down, giving us this impulse and started to give us a correction. So then from there, once we broke this structure low point right here, impulse corrected, I just capitalized on the break and retest of this counter trend line here, and then I caught these sales all the way down to this low. So then that was about 467 points. And then to end the week, I caught this buy opportunity. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you guys saw this. I took these buys off of this trend line bounce here, and then I also took the break and retest of this trend line. So that's why it has two different buy positions. And this one I had a 10K day. So I will be giving you guys the breakdown on that 10K day. So just be on the lookout for that overall YouTube video. I feel like it's going to help a lot of people when I break this down like all the way to the T. On this one, I made about 8K. And then like I said, on this one, I made about 10K for that day. That's in the US 30. So for the week, as you can see here, I'm gonna go to the weekly time frame just to give you top-down analysis. So on the weekly time frame, the reason why I was looking for those sales originally was because we was at this level of resistance. So the end of the week, we had a lot of wick exhaustion right here, and we still have this like bullish push up, this impulse, and we kind of like starting to consolidate in this little box right here. So I'm interested to see what price will do from here. On the daily time frame, you can see that we had this level of support being maintained, and we never made a new low on this daily time frame. So that's something that we really got to take note of. And then we also ended the week on Friday with this bullish engulfing. So I could potentially see price push up a little higher from this position just to start the beginning of the week, just because we had this bullish momentum with this bullish daily engulfing. So on the 4-hour, you can see here we got a lot of bullish momentum, and then like I said, we never made new lows, so we still making higher low points here. So if I draw this, higher low points throughout this area. So I need to see what price is going to do at this trend line. Is it going to respect this trend line, or are we going to disrespect it and just break through this level of resistance as well? So on the 1-hour time frame, you can see here that we had this level of resistance that got broken with a brand new impulse. So for the week, to start the week, I'm looking for price to potentially pull back to this level of resistance that we broke, and then I need to see what price does, because if price comes here and rejects, then we look for a price to come back up to this zone. If we break and retest the zone, then we look for price to come up to here. Now that's one scenario. If price comes here and breaks through, retest, and then gives us a lot of bearish momentum, then we could look potentially to come back down to these low points here and retest this trend line. So we need to see, because this is a 1-hour trend line that technically got broken and retested, but like I said, we never made a new low point. So I'm pretty much biased on buys, but for the right now, I'm looking for a price to pull back to give us a new correction, so we could look for then a new continuation up to the upside. So like I said, right now I'm looking for the pullback. So I'll probably be looking to take buys at this area if we reject this area, and that'll probably be more so like Monday morning. So that's what I'm looking for right now. I don't like, I always tell you guys in my previous videos, I do not like to look too far into the future. So that's why my ghost pattern isn't super big, because that'll be looking too far. So right now, the only move that I'm anticipating is price pulling down here, and that's about 150 points. So that is a good move in itself right there. For NAS, same thing for NAS. I was telling you guys we were at this level here. So on Monday, we were at this level here, and I'm saying I'm looking for a price to pull down if we could break and retest this trend line. But if we didn't, then look for the break and retest to continue buying. So we never broke this trend line here. So that let us know, okay, that we were continuing this uptrend. So then we went up and hit this negative 61.8 TP. And then from there we had our pullback, which was a good drop. So price dropped over 400 points. And this was also a news event similar to US 30. And then now currently where we are sitting, if we go to the higher time frames, the weekly, so on NAS, we are sitting at this main level of support, same level of support we talked about last week. Price is expecting this, and then we're still getting these bullish candles, 1, 2, 3 bullish candles. So that's letting us know it's a lot of bullish momentum. Daily time frame, we had a bullish engulfing similar to US 30. So I could see price potentially coming up to this level of resistance here based off of this daily time frame. So we need to be mindful of that. On the 4 hour, we simply had a break and retest of this previous level of resistance. So now you can see here this blue zone, we broke and retested. So as long as we make a new high, we surpass this high here, I could see price coming up to this trend line and then potentially coming up to this black zone, similar to what I was just talking about on the weekly time frame. So on NAS, you can see here that on NAS we don't really have a lot of structure to like abide by right now. We kind of just sitting in the middle of nowhere. So you see I have this note, we just got this brand new impulse, but we don't have a lot of structure to look for price to retest, because price will have to come all the way back down to here potentially to retest, but that's like a super deep retracement. We potentially could come to this blue line right here as a level of support, but right now this is one of those opportunities or one of those moments where you just want to sit back and relax and let the market form some more data, because right now you never want to enter a market like right after a real bullish impulse. So we need to let some more data form and let some more structure form, and then we can be potentially looking for breaks and retests on the smaller time frames. So I'm not touching NAS right now. I'm just gonna leave that alone. For gold, here we were here last week, and then I gave you guys this pattern. So if we break beneath this green support and retest, then we could look to carry down to this blue zone. So that's exactly what price did. Broke and retest and pushed down for 160 pips. So that was a great opportunity to catch those gold shorts. If you guys simply just follow my markups and just wait for the opportunities to present themselves and sit on your hands until the market gives you those full confirmations, you guys can then make money from those. So to end the week, we had this, once we came to this zone right here, we then had a brand new impulse that broke this trend line, and we also broke these structure highs here, came back to retest this trend line, and then we got this beautiful buy up. So for the week, you can see gold is still very bullish. Like we have all bullish candles forming on this weekly time frame, so that lets us know still a lot of bullish momentum inside of the market on a daily. We haven't really even had like a valid pullback yet. So like that's one thing that we have to be mindful of, is that we never had a pullback still. So we could potentially come back to this area, but right now the way price is looking, I'm not looking for price to get to that level just yet. On a 4 hour, you can see here that we have this trend line that's being respected. So as long as we stay above this black trend line here, this one to the higher one, I should make this bottom one green. Let's make that a 4 hour. This black 1 hour trend line, as long as we stay above it, then I'll still be continue to look for buys. So you can see here I had this structure drawn out, but I'm gonna redraw it for you guys. We had higher highs and higher lows being formed throughout this area. So here, so as long as we maintain this level of support, then I could, like I said, I'll be potentially looking for price to come up to this negative 27 TP, which is in alignment with this overall uptrend structure that we do have. But I'll always, like I tell you guys, If price breaks beneath this level, we react to the market. So if price breaks beneath this level of support, then we will be looking to carry price down to potentially this level of support right here, and that will be a quick 150 pips. But to the upside, I'm pretty frowned upon this one. So we had an impulse, we had a correction, we broke these structure highs. I'll just be looking for the retest of this trend line or this structure level here during New York, and then be looking for potentially to carry up to this -27 for the buy, and that's a good 150 pips as well. So just wait on confirmations. I don't want to enter this right now because we're out of session, and I would like to see price pull back just a little bit deeper. So I'm gonna go ahead and set alert on this, and this is how I pretty much trade. So for those that always like ask, I set the alert, and when price gets to the alert, then I'm pretty much looking for like my buy or sell opportunities. DXY, last week we talked about we being in this overall downtrend, and I said if we could break above this trend line in this structure area and retest, that we could potentially come up to here. Currently we still in this overall descending channel and still sitting at this -61.8. So as long as we stay under this descending channel, I could still see the dollar going down. But one area that is significant is this daily low here. So I could see price potentially coming down to this daily low, which isn't too far, which is this black line right here. So price could potentially come down to that area, and then I need to see how price reacts. So watch price in this area. So you see I have this note at this black line. You want to see how price does. If price comes here, we could potentially look for some rejections and then a push up and then a retest to go higher. But we need full confirmations on that, so just let that play out for the week, and then see what price does once it gets there. So I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. I hope you have insight on what to expect for the week. And also, like I said, I will be dropping that 10K trade breakdown. I actually was trading it live. I had the screen record pulled up when I was trading it, so you guys be able to see me trade that live and have a 10K day. Also, enrollment for the blueprint course is now open. So for those who were looking to purchase the course, you can now go to my website, www.litoeffects.com, and you can now purchase the blueprint, because like I said, the enrollment is open. And those who want to join my free Telegram chat, the link is in the description. And then please make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out, and it really lets me know that you guys are engaged with these videos. So let's go out and kill this week, guys. Make sure you study my videos. Make sure you pay attention, take notes, because that will be the main factor of you guys getting that success you want. So I will see you guys in the next video. Happy trading.